Hi, my name is Rock Santos, co-founder of Q Swimwear, and I'm a swimmer. We've created a swim brand by swimmers, for all swimmers. Even the swimmer that needs a new racing suit for every meet. Yeah, you know who you are. You and your parents spend all kinds of money on a new racing suit because it's stretched out every time you wear it. Not anymore. Q Swimwear has developed a racing suit that holds its compression and that lasts for over 50 swims. Q Swimwear, the answer for the swimmer that always needs a new racing suit.
It's Monday, December 27th, 2010. Hope you had a nice Christmas. All this week we're replaying our best interviews from 2010. Today we're showing you our interview with Josh Schneider from back in February. Josh is now one of the world's best sprinters, but we talked to him before his breakout spring and summer. Our favorite part of the interview, his confidence that this relatively unknown guy could beat the best, and finding out that he showed up to his first college practice in board shorts. Josh, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Listen, I don't mean it as a slight to say you're the fastest guy that maybe people haven't heard of, but you have sort of come out of nowhere. Tell us about you and your swimming history.
It does seem like I'm coming out of nowhere, but last year at Big East, I did really well. I went 19-1-6, and I wasn't fully rested like I wasn't this year. But then I got real sick before NCAAs and dropped 15 pounds literally in 5 days. Went to the meet, and they had a weight machine, or like a place to weigh yourself, and I stepped on. I was still 10 pounds underweight, and didn't really perform real well last year. And I know it's an excuse, but that's what I'm going to bank on. But yeah, and then this year I didn't do much for the summer because I went down and trained with Colin Jones and Dave Marsh. Pretty much cleaned up my stroke. Kind of started all over. Went to that straight arm stroke that a lot of sprinters are using now, and wasn't really didn't grasp it at the World Championships this summer. But like 2 weeks after, I ended up dropping a half a second and went 22-1 in the 50 free, and at the North Carolina State meet. So this year I just pretty much have been working on my streamline and trying to focus on that new stroke, and I really love it. I feel like I have a lot more control in how I swim my 50 free, and I guess times will tell, you know.
So you are literally still, learning new things every practice, every meet that you go to. I mean, you're a senior in college. A lot of people are more polished by this point, but you are still a work in progress.
Oh, yeah. I mean, last year was my second year ever swimming year-round. The first time I did it was the Olympic trials. Swimming year-round, I never knew that it would affect you as much as it did. And I guess last year was my second year-round swimming, and this will be my third. And just going to different coaches, learning different things has been a great boost for me. I still got so much to learn, especially my kick. I'm still one of the slowest kickers on my team, and I don't really know how to kick faster. Everyone just keeps telling me how to kick faster, and I don't know. Maybe someone will have the winning formula for that. But yeah, I think I have a lot more to improve on than most of all the sprinters out there. So
Josh,
I think it's just
you know what's happening
sorry.
what's happening right now as people watch this interview. Sprinters and their coaches all around the world are scared straight to hear that someone with this much raw ability is still figuring it out.
You know, I think of that sometimes, but it's true. But also the fact that I still haven't figured it out is I'm still scratching my head on why this isn't clicking. So I don't know how long it's going to take for it to click. But if I can find out how to kick better, because I don't know. I tried. I mean, that was my main goal this year. Dave Marsh and Colin both told me that I need to become a better kicker. And I've been trying to kick, and I've gotten better. But I don't know what it is about my ankles, my feet, or whatnot, but I'm hoping someone can sit down and tell me how to do this.
Well, if you can figure it out by the summer of 2012, it should be fun to watch.
I guarantee I'll figure it out before then, so.
Hey, heard a funny story about you to kind of illustrate just how raw you are in swimming. When you first showed up at practice, University of Cincinnati, your freshman year, you showed up in board shorts, is that correct?
Yeah. I didn't know you would know about that. Oh, did Shannon tell you?
Yeah. We'll just go with that.
Well, in high school, it was always, you wore board shorts for training. That was supposed to be your drag. And, I mean, I thought only like the mega serious swimmers or the year-round swimmers wore the Speedo-like drag suit. And I've never worn anything like that. And actually, like pretty much my whole college or high school career, I wore bicycling shorts because I couldn't find a jammer, but I thought that was close enough. But yeah, I walked into practice the first day at Cincinnati, and I was the only one. I had lifeguarding shorts on, and I thought I would have the least amount of drag. But everyone came in like really in shape, and I didn't swim since March after our state meet. I played a little basketball. I mean, I was conditioned well, but just not for swimming. And my first day was so rough. I came in there, and I don't think my coach really knew how much I was a novice at this sport. But my first 2 years were so hard, just trying to keep up in practice. And these last 2 years, I've been able to actually focus on my stroke as well as training. So it wasn't just all training this year. I kind of was able to focus on both aspects. So I figure that's pretty much why I'm starting to come out, you know.
Well, it seems like you're not the only one having a great year for the Bearcats. Jeff Cummings, our producer, did a little research and found that there have been like 10 school records. Of course, you've set a few of those, but a lot of guys swimming faster this year in just jammers than they did in the high-tech suits. I mean, is there a good mojo right now with the team?
Yeah, I think pretty much just like any other team, once your team becomes committed. I mean, I've been with UC for 4 years now, and there's some years where it's a lot of individual basis, and a lot of people are just doing their own thing, and sometimes they're really not as committed as you would like. But the atmosphere this year has been tremendous. I mean, with Jeremy and I, Jeremy Peter, he's got a chance to qualify for the NCAAs. Took this year a lot more serious than we've ever taken it. It was almost just like turning on a switch and really wanting to do the best we can. I would say 3 years before, I mean, I did the best I could, but I've never been so committed at the level that I am now. So I feel like the commitment level.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I was going to mention last year we talked to your coach, Monty Hopkins, and the program was going through a rough time. The school was cutting back on scholarships, which makes it very difficult for you guys to develop the kind of talent that you would like. Are you on a full scholarship?
Yeah, I actually am. When they cut it, what they did was they weren't just going to renew anyone's, or not renew. The people that were leaving, like the seniors that left that were on scholarship, those scholarships were gone, but they're still honoring the scholarships that the underclassmen had. So everyone else, so this is 1 year, so the seniors this year, all their scholarships will be gone for next year, and we have one more class, the upcoming senior class also has scholarships. But after they're done, UC is going to be 100% no scholarships, so it's going to be pretty rough for them to be a competitive force in the Big East.
Josh, can you beat Nathan Adrian?
I really do. I believe from the bottom of my heart I do. And if he's watching this, I mean, it is what it is. But, I mean, you can't go into a race, especially at 50 free, and not being confident with yourself. And also, if I want people to believe that I can beat him, I have to believe in myself first. and I do. I think I can beat him. The only thing I'm worried about is my turn. I've gotten better at my turns, but they always just make me nervous. I feel like if I can nail my turn, I don't see how I'm going to lose it.
Well, Josh, it may have taken a while for the swimming world, no pun intended, to notice you.
Oh, it's okay.
But I'm glad you're on the scene now. It is. I can tell we're gonna have some fun watching you for the next couple of years.
Well, thank you for your time. Appreciate
Josh,
it.
thank you so much. Good luck at the NCAAs.
Oh, thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the interview. Tomorrow on our look back at the best interviews of 2010, Julia Wilkinson. We found out some of her hidden talents. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.